The Galactic Council floated in the heart of the Andromeda system, a massive station of black steel and glowing lights. From its command bridge they watched countless worlds, judging, planning, and scheming. But one planet drew their attention more than any other: Earth. "Still silent," muttered High Chancellor Varn, his tall frame leaning over the holographic display of the galaxy. "No signs of activity for thousands of years. Truly pathetic." Around him the council members, leaders of the Zath Dominion, the Kryn Collective, and the Archelian League, nodded in agreement. Their eyes, sharp and cold, were filled with pride. "Weak," said Ambassador Soych of the Kryn. "Disorganized. Primitive. Earth is barely a blink in the galaxy's eye." High above, alien fleets patrolled nearby systems. Their ships, long and curved like scythes, scanned the void around Earth, trying to detect even the faintest signs of human activity. One by one their scanners picked up nothing. "It's almost boring," said Admiral Kether, his voice tinged with annoyance. "I expected at least some resistance, some sparks. But no. Just silence. Typical humans." Yet, as the council spoke, strange signals began flickering across the monitoring screens. They were brief, irregular, and almost imperceptible, but enough to draw the attention of a few sharp-eyed analysts. "High Chancellor," said Lieutenant Rel, pointing at the flashing readouts, "we are detecting transmissions near our outposts in the Rollin sector. They don't match any known species frequency." Varn's eyes narrowed. "Earth? Impossible. Humans have not been active for centuries." The signals grew stronger over the next hours, jumping from system to system. Alien scouts tried to investigate, but every time they approached, the signals disappeared. Entire patrols went missing without a trace. Some council members whispered nervously, wondering if this was a trap, but Varn waved them off. "Do not waste your energy. Humans are weak. They hide nothing of value," he said, though the small doubt in his voice betrayed him. Meanwhile, on Earth, life carried on quietly. Cities glimmered under the evening sun. People walked the streets, oblivious to the countless alien eyes watching them from the dark reaches of space. But deep beneath the surface, humans were far from idle. In massive underground facilities, engineers and scientists worked tirelessly. Machines hummed, gears turned, and strange blue lights bathed the labs. Humans studied alien technology they had salvaged over decades, learning to bend it, reshape it, and improve it. Some devices were broken beyond recognition, but human minds, clever and relentless, found ways to make them work better than the originals. Captain Elias Ward, a human strategist, moved through the lab with quiet authority. His sharp eyes scanned the rows of engineers. "Check the power conduits again. We cannot afford even a minor failure. If the council sends scouts, we need to be ready." A young engineer looked up, nervous. "Sir, the new stealth drives are almost complete. They should mask the ships from any sensors." Elias nodded, a small smile forming. "Good. The galaxy will not know what's coming." "Not yet." Back in the Andromeda system, the council grew restless. Reports of disappearing fleets and flickering signals had become impossible to ignore. Ambassador Soych slammed his clawed hand against the console. "High Chancellor, every fleet we send to observe Earth vanishes. Do you deny it?" "I do not deny the facts," Varn said calmly, though his jaw tightened. "But the humans are insignificant. They could not possibly build anything that threatens us." Yet doubts crept into the minds of others. Small voices questioned whether the centuries of silence had been a trick. Deep in space, alien scouts transmitted a faint signal before vanishing. "We see activity, weapons, structures, something huge," the message garbled before it cut off. Varn ignored the warning. Foolish creatures. Earth could not possibly be hiding strength. They are still the same weak species they always were. And yet, something in the void moved with purpose. Shadows of massive ships slipped between asteroid fields, invisible to alien eyes. Humans were preparing for a war the galaxy did not yet understand. Back on Earth, the night was quiet. Children played in parks and streets buzzed with ordinary life. No one noticed the glowing lights under the mountains, the humming of alien machines reimagined by human hands, or the fleets of stealth ships being built in secret bays. Elias walked to the command center overlooking the hidden docks. He stared at the silhouettes of human ships, sleek, fast, and unlike anything the council had ever seen. "They think we are weak," he whispered to himself. "Let them watch. Let them wait. They will learn, soon enough." The council continued to mock, unaware of the storm building quietly in the shadows of Earth. Every lost scout, every flicker of signal, was a small message from humanity: we are not what you think. And the galaxy was about to find out. Earth was hiding power beyond imagination. The first whispers of the unexpected war had begun. The void of space was silent, except for the soft hum of alien ships scanning the sectors near Earth. The Galactic Council had grown uneasy. Fleets sent to observe the planet vanished without a trace. Signals flickered in strange patterns, then disappeared. Every attempt to understand humans ended in frustration. High Chancellor Varn sat in his command chamber, staring at the hollow map. "Another patrol lost," he said, his voice tight with irritation. "Explain this." "Sir," said Admiral Kether, his normally calm tone trembling slightly, "we tracked a fleet near the Rallan Edge. It appeared suddenly, then vanished. All ships accounted for in our records, yet no scans, no debris, no escape pod signals. Nothing remains." Varn frowned. "Impossible. Humans do not have technology to evade our sensors." Yet deep in orbit around a small asteroid, hidden in a shadowed crater, a fleet of ships moved with precision. Sleek and silent, their dark hulls absorbed the light around them. Human engineers had built them using a combination of scavenged alien tech and their own innovations. They were small but fast, maneuverable, and almost invisible to detection. Captain Elias Ward watched from the command ship's bridge, his eyes scanning every monitor. "All ships in position?" he asked. "Ready, sir," replied Lieutenant Mara. "Stealth drives operational. Weapons systems calibrated. We can remain hidden until we strike." Elias nodded. "Good. The Council believes we are weak. Let them think that. Let them underestimate us. That is our advantage." Back in the Council chambers, alien leaders argued. Some believed humans were simply lucky, that the disappearances were natural anomalies. Others whispered fears they did not dare voice aloud. "High Chancellor," Ambassador Zoas said, his tone sharp, "our fleets cannot track them. Something is happening on Earth. I believe they are building something." Varn's eyes narrowed. "Nonsense. Humans are primitive. Any fleet they build would be slow, clumsy, and destroyed before leaving their atmosphere." But a cold shiver ran down his spine. The disappearances were happening too often. And the signals, they were not random. They were deliberate. On Earth, the human fleet moved silently. Ships glided between asteroids, hidden in plain sight. Engineers monitored alien patrol movements, learning their routines, predicting their scans. Each ship carried weapons designed to disable, not destroy. Humans wanted knowledge, not destruction. Lieutenant Mara pointed at a monitor. "Sensors detect a Council scout fleet approaching. They're heading straight for our position." Elias's jaw tightened. "Do not engage unless necessary. Let them think we are unaware. Their arrogance will be their weakness." The scout fleet entered the asteroid field, scanning every shadow. The humans watched, waiting for the perfect moment. And then, without warning, the scout vessel's sensors went dark. Their communication scrambled. Panic spread among the alien crew. "What is happening?" shouted one alien captain. "We cannot see them. They are gone." Elias allowed himself a small smile. "They do not realize they are surrounded," he whispered. "They will report nothing." Back in the Council chambers, reports came in fast. Fleets were disappearing, signals scrambled, and strange readings appeared in sectors thought secure. Panic began to ripple through the ranks. "High Chancellor," Admiral Kether said, "if this continues, Earth will be impossible to monitor. Their technology, it is beyond anything we anticipated." Varn slammed his fist on the table. "Nonsense. We will not allow humans to grow stronger. Send reinforcements. Monitor every sector. I want the truth, no excuses." Meanwhile, on Earth, the humans were not only hiding, they were learning. Salvaged alien ships were tested, repaired, and improved. New weapons systems were installed. Each experiment revealed weaknesses in the Council's technology. Every success made humans more confident. Elias walked along the bridge of the command ship, looking at the fleet silently gliding in the asteroid shadows. "They think we are weak. Let them. One day the Council will see our power. But for now, we remain hidden." As night fell across Earth's surface, cities sparkled with life. But below, hidden bases hummed with energy, preparing for the day humanity would no longer be underestimated. High above, the Galactic Council sent yet another fleet, more cautious this time. Still, humans avoided detection with ease. Every alien ship that approached returned empty-handed, reporting only silence and confusion. Varn rubbed his temples. "This is unacceptable. If humans continue to hide their power, if they continue to build, they will be dangerous. Too dangerous. The audience watching these events unfold could feel the tension. Humans were small, quiet, and underestimated, but their intelligence, cunning, and hidden fleet were beginning to turn the galaxy upside down. The unexpected war had started, even if no one realized it yet. And somewhere in the shadows, Elias whispered to his fleet, "Soon, the Council will learn that Earth is not to be trifled with." The first clear signs of Earth's hidden strength had emerged. The galaxy was about to discover a secret humans had kept for centuries. The Council may have laughed at them, mocked them, and ignored them, but the humans were no longer hiding, they were ready. The Galactic Council had grown restless. Reports of vanished fleets and scrambled signals filled their communication channels. Whispers of Earth's hidden strength spread like wildfire, even among the most arrogant council members. High Chancellor Varn slammed his clawed hand on the table. "Enough," he roared. "If humans refuse to reveal themselves, we will force them. Send the fleets, every available vessel, and strike immediately. Find their defenses, destroy their outposts, and end this foolishness." Admiral Kether hesitated. "High Chancellor, are you sure? The previous fleets, all vanished. We still know almost nothing about their capabilities." Varn's eyes glared like stars of fire. "I do not care. I will not let humans continue in secret. If they are weak, we will crush them. If they are strong, then we will learn the hard way." Far away, hidden deep in an asteroid field near Earth, Captain Elias Ward received the first warning. "Scanners detect a council fleet approaching," said Lieutenant Mara, her voice steady but tense. "They are sending attack drones and scouts ahead." Elias's jaw tightened. "Good. Let them come. Let them learn." Slowly, the alien fleet moved in formation, weapons charged and shields humming. They expected an easy victory. They thought humans were simple and disorganized. They were wrong. From the shadows, human ships glided silently, invisible and untraceable. Sensors scanned the alien vessels, recording movements, shield patterns, and attack protocols. Humans did not fire the first shot. They waited. "Focus on their drones first," Elias ordered. "Keep the larger ships distracted. Observe. Learn." The first attack drones approached, lights flashing across the dark void. One human ship darted forward, faster than any alien craft should be able to move. It released a small, spinning device that latched onto the drones. Within seconds, the devices scrambled the drone circuits, causing them to spin out of control and drift helplessly into the void. "Impressive," Mara muttered. "They didn't even see us." The alien fleet grew angry. "They are trickier than we imagined," shouted a Kryn captain. "Focus fire on that sector." But humans anticipated the move. Stealth ships shifted positions, weaving between asteroid shadows. Each drone or patrol that tried to track them failed. The human strategy was not just survival, it was teaching the Council that intelligence mattered more than brute force. "Ready the pulse disruptors," Elias commanded. "We cannot let them learn too much about us yet." Human ships fired silent pulses that disabled alien shields temporarily. The Council's vessels fired blindly, energy beams cutting through empty space, striking nothing. The Council's arrogance began to falter. High Chancellor Varn watched the reports with growing unease. "Impossible. How are they evading us? How are they doing this?" Admiral Kether replied quietly, "It seems, they are learning. Every maneuver we make, they counter it immediately. They adapt faster than any species we have faced." Meanwhile, a small Council scout attempted a direct assault on the hidden human base. Within minutes, it reported critical failures. Communications jammed, engines disrupted, shields offline. The human fleet had not destroyed it. They had simply disabled it and taken careful note of its technology. "Sir," Mara said, pointing at the monitor, "they are retreating, but every move we record. Every weakness. They don't even realize we are watching." Elias's lips curved into a small smile. "Good. Let them retreat. Let them think they survived. Each step they teach us more, but we must remain patient." Back in the Council chambers, panic spread. Fleet after fleet returned damaged, scrambled, or entirely missing. "High Chancellor," Ambassador Asawaj said, "the humans, they are not just hiding. They are planning, adapting, and learning. We have underestimated them. Severely." Varn slammed his fist again. "Enough. Send reinforcements. We will destroy them before they grow stronger." But deep in the shadows of Earth, humans were already 2 steps ahead. Engineers repaired minor ship damages instantly, while strategists plotted the next moves. The human's intelligence was a weapon in itself, sharper than any plasma cannon or laser array. "Prepare for the next wave," Elias commanded. "They will return, and when they do, we will be ready." As the first strike ended, silence returned to the asteroid field. Human ships slipped back into the shadows, undetected. Not a single vessel had been destroyed. Not a single human life lost. On Earth, the night sky seemed calm. Cities sparkled and life went on normally. But hidden beneath mountains, deep in secret bays and underground hangars, humans celebrated silently. They had proven something important: they were not weak. The galaxy, so arrogant and cruel, would soon learn a truth no one had expected. High above, the Galactic Council struggled to comprehend the situation. Their arrogance had blinded them for centuries. Now, with fleets failing and their power challenged, doubt crept into the minds of even the most confident leaders. The unexpected war had begun in earnest. Humans were no longer hiding, they were testing, learning, and preparing for the day when the galaxy would finally recognize their true strength. Elias gazed at the stars, quiet and calm. "They think they are in control. Let them think. Soon, the galaxy will know the truth." And in that quiet moment, the shadow of human power stretched across the void, unseen but undeniable, waiting for the moment to strike. The void around Earth had grown tense. The Council's fleets no longer moved with arrogance. They moved with caution, frustration, and fear. Reports of missing ships, scrambled signals, and mysterious attacks had spread throughout the galaxy. High Chancellor Varn clenched his claws around the council table. "We cannot allow this to continue," he shouted. "Send every available ship. Find them. Destroy their fleets. We must uncover what they are hiding." Admiral Kether hesitated. "Sir, every fleet we send fails. They adapt faster than anything we've faced. I fear." "Fear is for the weak," Varn interrupted. "Humans are weak. Crush them." Meanwhile, hidden in an asteroid field near Earth, Captain Elias Ward observed a small Council scout ship approaching one of the hidden human bases. It was sleek, equipped with sensors, communications relays, and weapons. The Council had assumed it would gather intelligence easily, but humans had prepared. "Target acquired," Mara said, pointing at the approaching scout. "They are scanning for our base." "Weapons armed, sir?" Elias shook his head. "No. We will not destroy it yet. Capture it. We need to know everything." The human fleet moved with precise coordination. One ship slipped behind the scout, another approached from above. Silent grapples latched onto the hull. Within seconds, the scout's engines sputtered, its systems scrambled, and its shields dropped. The humans had captured it without firing a single shot. The Council, far away, waited for the usual reports, but none came. The scout ship never returned. "Report. Where is the scout?" demanded Varn. It never replied, High Chancellor," said a junior officer, voice trembling. It's gone." Back in the hidden human base, engineers and scientists examined the Council scout. They moved quickly, opening compartments, decoding transmissions, and extracting data. Every piece of technology told a story: their weapons, their shields, their fleet patterns. Every weakness was catalogued. Lieutenant Mara looked at Elias. "Sir, the data, it's incredible. We can see their entire fleet structure, patrol schedules, even upcoming attack plans." Elias's eyes narrowed. "Excellent. The Council believed we were blind and weak. They did not realize that knowledge is the deadliest weapon." With the scout ship's secrets in hand, humans now understood more than the Council ever imagined. They learned about the upcoming waves of attacks, the number of ships in each fleet, and even the strategy the Council planned for Earth. "This changes everything," Mara whispered. "We can anticipate every move before they even make it." Elias nodded slowly. "Exactly. The galaxy thought humans were weak. They assumed we only fought with brute force. But intelligence is our advantage. We strike where they are blind, outsmart where they are proud. And soon, they will see." Far away, the Council began to suspect something was wrong. Fleets continued to fail. Signals continued to vanish. And now, scouts were missing without explanation. A growing unease rippled through their ranks. Ambassador Slych spoke cautiously. "High Chancellor, perhaps we underestimated Earth. Perhaps they are more prepared than we imagined." Varn's eyes blazed with anger. "Nonsense. They cannot match the Council. We will find them. We will crush them. And when we do, we will show the galaxy that humans are nothing." But even as he spoke, the captured scout ship's data had already reached human engineers. Calculations were made. Fleet movements were predicted. Countermeasures were ready. Humans were not only hiding, they were preparing for the moment the Council attacked, and they were ready to turn the Council's arrogance against them. In the shadows of Earth, Elias gathered his commanders. Listen carefully. The Council believes we are disorganized. They believe they control the skies and the void. They are wrong. Every attack they plan, we will see it first. Every fleet they send, we will know its weakness. The galaxy thinks they are strong, but the Council does not know us. Not yet. The first few minutes of the meeting were silent, filled only with the hum of machinery. Then Mara spoke quietly, a determined glint in her eyes. Sir, what if we act sooner than they expect? Elias looked at her thoughtful. Sooner, yes. But patience is a weapon too. We strike when they think we are weak. When the galaxy believes Earth is nothing, that is when we will reveal our power. Night fell across the human cities, but beneath the surface, a quiet energy hummed in hidden bases and hangars. Humans worked tirelessly, studying alien technology, refining their fleet, and preparing for the first wave of their own strategy. Meanwhile, across the galaxy, the Council struggled to understand their failures. Panic crept into their ranks. Confidence cracked. Every lost scout, every disrupted fleet, and every vanishing patrol whispered a single terrifying truth. Humans were not weak. Humans were clever. Humans were patient. The unexpected war was no longer a secret. The first pieces of the puzzle were falling into place, and humanity held most of the pieces. Elias gazed at the captured scout ship, its system still alive and revealing secrets. He smiled. The Council will never underestimate Earth again. Not after this. And somewhere deep in space, silent and unseen, the first moves of humanity's counterstrike began. The galaxy was about to learn that Earth was hiding power far beyond what anyone had imagined. The Galactic Council was no longer confident. Reports of vanished fleets, scrambled signals, and captured scouts had spread throughout the chamber. Fear, thin and sharp, crept into the minds of even the most arrogant leaders. High Chancellor Varn slammed his claws on the holographic table. Enough, he shouted. We are losing control. Humans are changing the rules. They cannot be allowed to grow stronger. Admiral Kether's voice was cautious. High Chancellor, our fleets are failing. Our scouts are disappearing. The humans, they are not just hiding. They are learning, adapting. Every attack we plan they counter. Varn's eyes blazed. Then we must act differently. Send spies. Send secret agents. Gather intelligence from inside their world. Find out what they are building. Crush them before they can strike. Meanwhile, on Earth, Captain Elias Ward observed the Council's movements through the data from the captured scout ship. They are panicking, he said quietly. They think sending spies will give them an advantage. Let them try. We are ready. Humans had anticipated this. Sensors detected alien infiltrators attempting to enter Earth's orbit stealthily. Small reconnaissance ships glided silently along orbital paths, monitoring every approach. Lieutenant Mara pointed to the readouts. Captain, multiple ships attempting to approach undetected. All stealth readings indicate cloaking. They must be spies. Elias nodded. Do not engage immediately. Let them think they are invisible. Track them. Record everything. Each attempt gives us more information. They are teaching us their tactics without realizing it. Back in the Council chambers, debate raged. Some leaders argued that Earth must be attacked now, while others feared further losses. Panic had replaced arrogance. High Chancellor, SOH said cautiously, we cannot underestimate them. Every attempt to approach has failed. Perhaps, they are preparing something. Varn's voice was hard, trembling with rage. Enough hesitation. Every fleet, every spy, must succeed. Find the humans. Destroy their hidden bases. Leave no trace. But humans were already several steps ahead. Using the captured scouts' data, engineers had refined ships, improved stealth technology, and developed tactics to counter every known Council maneuver. Every alien approach was studied, mapped, and planned for. Prepare the countermeasures, Elias commanded. If they try to attack, they will meet more than just resistance. They will meet intelligence. They will meet strategy. They will meet the truth of what humans can do. As the first Council spies entered Earth's orbit, they discovered nothing. Their sensors were blocked, their communications jammed, and their movements carefully tracked. Each attempt to gather information failed spectacularly, feeding into human records. Sir, Mara said, they are trying to probe the planet. Sending small teams down. They think we are unaware. They think we are weak. Elias's eyes gleamed. Then let them believe. Every move they make is a mistake. Every false step will cost them nothing but information for us. And when the time comes, we will strike, precisely where it hurts the most. On Earth, ordinary life continued as usual. Cities sparkled under artificial lights, streets hummed with cars and people, and the world seemed peaceful. But beneath the surface, hidden bases buzzed with activity. Humans refined their fleets, studied alien weaknesses, and prepared for the day when the Council would realize they were no longer in control. A small Council reconnaissance team entered orbit near one of the secret bays. Stealth sensors detected them instantly. A single human ship, almost invisible, shadowed the alien craft silently. When the Council team tried to scan the hidden base, systems jammed. Communications failed. The humans observed, learned, and recorded every detail. Lieutenant Mara smiled. They are so confident. They have no idea we are watching. Elias walked along the bridge, studying the fleet movements. This is the advantage we have: patience, intelligence, and planning. The Council believes they are powerful. They believe they are in control. They are wrong. Soon, the galaxy will understand the strength of Earth. Meanwhile, panic spread further across the Council. Reports of disappearing scouts, disabled spy drones, and unknown interference left leaders whispering behind closed doors. Doubt replaced arrogance, fear replaced confidence. High Chancellor Varn pounded the table. We cannot fail. Every fleet, every mission, we must succeed. Humans cannot be allowed to grow stronger. But the humans were already several steps ahead. Using the captured scouts' intelligence, they anticipated every move, studied every pattern, and prepared for the next wave. Every Council fleet that approached was met with silence, observation, and carefully measured response. Elias looked out at the stars, the hidden human fleet ready in shadowed paths. They think they are in control, he whispered. They think we are weak. Let them. Every step they take will teach us something. Every attempt they make will bring them closer to realizing the truth. Earth is not to be trifled with. And in the darkness of space, the first human counterstrikes were quietly being prepared. The unexpected war was no longer a secret. The Council had panicked, spies had failed, and humans had learned. The galaxy was about to see a new side of humanity, one it had never imagined. The night on Earth remained calm, but beneath the surface, human preparations accelerated. The Council had made their first mistake. They believed humans could be controlled, observed, and underestimated. They were wrong. And soon, the universe would feel the consequences. The Galactic Council was in chaos. Fleets had vanished, scouts had been captured, and spies had failed. High Chancellor Varn's confidence had crumbled. For the first time in centuries he felt fear, not for himself but for the species he had long considered weak. High Chancellor, Admiral Kether said quietly, Earth is not what we thought. They are prepared. They are powerful. We have underestimated them. Varn slammed his claws against the table, his face red with rage. I will not be mocked. Every fleet must engage. We will destroy them before they strike. But it was too late. Humans had already calculated every move, predicted every attack, and prepared their own plan. Hidden in deep space, Captain Elias Ward's fleet glimmered in the shadows. Sleek ships, built from scavenged alien tech and human ingenuity, moved with silent precision. They were small in number, but every vessel was optimized, armed, and ready. Status report, Elias demanded. Lieutenant Mara's fingers flew across the controls. Fleet is ready, Captain. All systems operational. Weapons calibrated. Stealth drives active. The Council fleets are in position. They have no idea we are waiting. Elias nodded. Good. Today the galaxy will learn that Earth is not to be trifled with. The first Council fleet moved toward Earth, confident in their superiority. They expected an easy victory, a simple suppression of a primitive planet. They were wrong. As the Council ships approached, human vessels emerged from the shadows. Invisible to sensors until the last possible moment, they struck with precision. Pulse disruptors disabled shields. Stealth torpedoes crippled engines. Council ships spun helplessly, unable to predict the attacks. Engage the main fleet, Elias commanded. Focus on the command ships first. Show them what humans are capable of. Energy beams cut through the void, not in chaotic bursts but in coordinated strikes. Each hit exploited weaknesses the humans had discovered from the captured scout ship. Council commanders shouted orders, but their fleets faltered. Their confidence crumbled with every disabled vessel. High Chancellor Varn watched from the Council chamber, disbelief and fury in his eyes. Impossible. How are they? Admiral Kether shook his head. They studied us. They anticipated every move. They are stronger than we imagined. On the battlefield, humans moved with elegance and efficiency. Ships weaved in complex formations, using alien technology against them. Every strike was calculated, every maneuver deliberate. The Council had believed humans fought blindly with courage alone. They were wrong. Humans fought with intelligence, cunning, and strategy. Target the flagship. Mara shouted. Its shields are weakened. Elias nodded. Fire. A silent volley of human torpedoes hit the flagship. The Council vessel shuddered, systems failing, shields collapsing. Aliens screamed in panic as their command structure faltered. Back on Earth, underground command centers buzzed with activity. Engineers monitored the battle in real time. Scientists relayed updates to fleet commanders. Every success boosted morale. Every victory reminded humans that the galaxy had underestimated them. Captain, Mara said, voice tense but excited, the remaining Council fleets are retreating. They are confused, disorganized, afraid. Elias's eyes glimmered. Let them retreat for now. We do not strike recklessly. The Council will learn that Earth is not weak, but they will not forget this day. Across the galaxy, news of the battle spread. Alien empires whispered in disbelief. The species that had mocked humans, called them weak and primitive, had been defeated by small, hidden fleets using strategy and intelligence. Varn's claws shook with rage. We will recover. This is temporary. But the message was clear. Humanity had revealed a hidden strength, a cunning, and a patience no one had predicted. The unexpected war had begun, and the humans held the upper hand. Elias gazed at the stars, the dark void now littered with the remnants of the Council's arrogance. They thought we were weak. They thought we were disorganized. They were wrong. Always wrong. And in the shadows, humans continued to prepare, ready to defend their planet, ready to protect the galaxy, and ready to show that intelligence, courage, and patience could overcome even the most powerful enemies. The night on Earth remained calm, a stark contrast to the chaos above. Cities sparkled peacefully, oblivious to the fleets that had just clashed in orbit. But deep underground, in secret bases and hangars, humans celebrated quietly. They had won a crucial battle not by sheer force, but by outthinking an entire galactic empire. High above, the Council struggled to regroup. Their arrogance had been shattered. Their fear had grown. And the galaxy, for the first time in centuries, realized that Earth was not a backwater planet. Earth was a force, a hidden power that no one should underestimate. Elias whispered to his fleet, remember this day. Remember what humans are capable of. The Council will never forget us. And the galaxy will soon learn. Earth is not to be trifled with. The unexpected war had reached its first turning point. Humans had revealed their hidden power, stunned the Council, and reminded the galaxy that courage and intelligence could defy any expectation. And somewhere in the void of space, hidden fleets waited, the next moves already planned. The war was far from over, but Earth had proven that it was ready for anything the galaxy could throw at it.